What's up guys, Cliff here from the Sunday Drive, and if the front of your Silverado is making a clunk, today we're going to show you how to fix it by replacing your end links. So welcome back to the Sunday Drive guys, and in today's video we are indeed replacing the end links on my 2014 Silverado, and this should apply to most GM vehicles, especially Silverados and Sierras from 14 to 18. So a few days ago my Silverado started making a clunk on the front driver's side, and that's never a sound you want to hear when you're going over bumps or making turns. What it ended up being was a broken end link. So luckily, I knew these were going to go bad soon. I actually had a couple new ones sitting at the shop. As always, we'll have these linked down in the description, and when you go through our links, it does help us out. So we appreciate that, and we'll also have all the tools that we used in today's video down there as well. Without any further ado, let's get these installed and get rid of your front end clunk. All right, so over on the passenger side, we have the wheels off and the truck jacked up. That's not really necessary. You could do this with the wheels on the vehicle, but we're filming this. We want to give you guys a nice, clean image of what we're doing. First thing you're going to do is definitely hit this with some PB Blaster. Now, since these aren't being reused, if you want to save time, you could just take a Sawzall and cut these. However, we're going to give it a shot and see if we can get them to come loose. A lot of times, it's extremely corroded inside of this plastic shield, and you're gonna have a really hard time getting it out, but we'll see how this goes. Now this is a 15mm nut and a 15mm bolt. We're gonna see if this will spin without. Yep, that's gonna be fun. Well, got it. All right, so the nut's coming free. And you can see the bolt is really snug and probably a little bit corroded, so I'm not even holding the other end of the bolt with a wrench right now. Alright, so here's that top nut removed. Got a little plastic shield that came off. The new one has this as well. Alright. That's pretty snug in there, boys and girls. This is where Sawzall probably is going to come in handy, because this is going to be really corroded inside here. So you could keep banging it out at this point, but if you have a Sawzall or a grinder, just easy enough to cut this off right here, and then you can pull it right out. Alright, now we're over on the driver's side where this one broke previously. So we're going to see if we can get this top to spin free, or if the whole thing's going to spin. And I'm feeling the whole thing's going to probably spin on us here. Yep. Alright, so there's nothing I can do to hold it over on this side. So we're going to have to go to the Sawzall right away over here. Alright, so I'm going to try to cut this at the very top of the plastic shield. You have a rubber bushing right here, so I'm going to try to go like right below that basically. And then hopefully I can just get that rubber bushing to come off, and then I can pull this out the top. Now this will be hot, so just don't touch the bolt right away. I'm going to pull that rubber boot off the bottom, and then that out the top. Alright, so here's the remains of the end links. I have a 2014 Silverado for your reference with 111,000 miles on it. Now I am up in the Northeast where they spray a lot of salt and brine in the winter to help keep our roads snow and ice free, but that takes a toll on the trucks. What I think happens is inside this plastic shield you get some water and salt trapped in there, so it eats away the center of these end links pretty quickly. So if you're driving a lot in the winter, definitely keep an eye on these. There's a good chance they're going to go. Not a bad idea to have a spare set on hand for when they do. So it's a quick and easy change, but it's one you're definitely going to have to do at some point. So here's our new end link. This is what they look like originally, and it comes pre-installed with some Loctite, so at least the OEM one does, and I'll have these linked down in the description. So we're gonna partially disassemble this. Now, you wanna put both sides in kind of at the same time. So what I mean by that is you wanna get the nut started on both sides before you tighten either side down. If you tighten one side down, you're gonna have a really hard time getting the other one installed on the other side. So let's pull that off. There's our top, we'll set that to the side. And we're gonna pull out our middle section. These are independent pieces, but they kind of stick together. I have the other end link on the other side in a little bit, and you can see it's already kind of hard to pull this up. So you might have to work at it for a second. And I just had the other one just started, not even tightened down or anything. Okay, so you can imagine if you had the other side fully down, you would not be getting that through. So there we go. Now we can feed that bolt up through the bottom. Get that started. And torque it down to spec. Now, if you want to sanity check yourself and make sure that you're close, you can always check the length of the bolt that was protruding above the nut. Now, we did torque this down to spec, and as you can see, these are pretty much identical. That's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. There's a lot more content on this Silverado up on the channel, so if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check those videos out. And as always, parts are down in the description. So thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next time.